Hey guys, this is a guide for the mechanic event task hypothesis testing. For this task, you do have to locate the lab area with the prototype weapon in it inside of the labyrinth, and then you also have to find, in raid, and hand over 5 of the Labrys Research Notes. And just so you guys know, after completing this task is what will actually get you the achievement in search of an exit. So here's a map of the labyrinth, and where we do have to go for this task is inside of the prototype weapon room, or also called the nuke room, at the center of the map. And so my PMC is here in raid at the green X, and then just in front of me is going to be the tractor location. Now, if I do turn to my right, then through this door will be the prototype weapon room, and then the first of 10 potential spawns for the Labrys Research Notes will be on top of this box next to the tool cabinet. After checking here, then the second spawn will be just to the left in the lower left side of this pallet. The third potential spawn will be on the blue rack inside of this missile shroud on the second shelf. The fourth spawn will be on the table underneath the rear part of the missile. The fifth spawn will be underneath the white machine on the second shelf of the other blue rack. The sixth spawn will be to the left of the same shelf in between the 2 missile parts. The seventh spawn will be behind you on the ground underneath the package in between the 2 tables. The 8th spawn is going to be in the far right corner on the table next to the laptop in amongst all of these blueprints. The 9th spawn is going to be on the opposite side of the room on the ground to the left of this pallet. And then the 10th and final spawn will be located in the center missile part tucked in the top left section of the open panel. Now there should be at least 1 spawn per raid. However, I have had 1 raid while testing PvE where there was no research notes to be found at all, and then 2 raids where I actually had found 2 spawns in a single raid, so it definitely seems to be a little randomized. Now I ended up going into PvE so that I could test this appropriately and make sure that there was no other PMCs that went and sniped them before I was able to get there, because I did want to be able to bring you guys accurate information while doing this guide. Now I am also not sure if you can have more than 2 spawns in a single raid. I've never had that, but if you guys have had more than 2 in a raid, or even one with 0, then let me know down in the comment section so that other people can also see that. Now, once you do end up finding the notes, then it can go into your docs case, but just remember that you do need a found in raid status to be able to hand them over to mechanic for this task. So you do have to survive and extract the raid to be able to keep that status and then be able to hand them over. So you will have to keep going back into the labyrinth until you do get all 5 of them, but you can just work on this task while also working on your kill task for the event, whether it be on PvP or PvE. And then hopefully you can simultaneously get some progress towards both. So hopefully you guys found this guide useful and it does help you to complete this task. Thank you guys for choosing to watch my guide on this, and hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your day.